Good morning. Around 3,000 people have been evacuated from their homes on Tenerife due to a wildfire. The blaze, which has been burning since Wednesday, has so far affected communities on the island's northeast, away from the main tourist areas. It's the same fire that ravaged the area back in August, which has flared up again due to high temperatures and strong winds. The military has been called in to help with the firefighting efforts. The president of Tenerife Council said she hoped the use of several helicopters yesterday would allow teams to stabilise the fire. The majority of people have been evacuated from the towns of Santa Ursula and La Orotava as a precaution. The Canary Islands have been on wildfire alert in recent days due to unusually high temperatures. Officials said that whilst the August blaze had been brought under control, it had never been completely extinguished. Spain cannot cope with irregular immigration without help from the European Union, so the Prime Minister said yesterday, as the bloc seeks a deal on handling new arrivals less than a year before continent-wide elections. Pedro Sanchez spoke in Granada, where he is hosting more than 40 European leaders rallying around Ukraine yesterday and an EU summit today. Today's talks will focus on how to prepare the 27-nation EU for adding new members, including possibly Ukraine, and on how to respond to increasing arrivals of refugees and migrants from the Middle East and Africa so far this year. We cannot let some areas of our country assume all this irregular migration without solidarity, Sanchez told reporters. In the days before the talk, Spain, Italy and Germany raised concerns about increasing arrivals, whilst eastern EU countries said they were tightening their borders to curb irregular migration. Meanwhile, Italy has impounded the Spanish charity rescue ship Open Arms for violating rules by Italy's right-wing government banning multiple rescues at sea, the charity said yesterday. The boat is blocked from leaving the port of Carrera in Tuscany for 20 days, and the charity has been levied a fine of between €3,000 and €10,000. Open Arms called the sanctions a violation of the law of the sea that requires boats to rescue people in distress. It said it was being punished for rescuing 176 people in 3 operations, including people of extreme vulnerability. The charity said its captain was questioned for 6 hours and the boat was impounded after arriving in Carrera, the port it had been assigned. The Italian government made no statements about the action. Premier Giorgia Meloni is in Granada for the summit, where she is pushing her European Union partners to come up with policies to block illegal migration across the Mediterranean Sea from North Africa. To mark World Octopus Day on Sunday, 76 non-governmental organisations, scientific experts and public figures around the world have united to call on the Canary Islands government to reject plans to build the world's first commercial octopus farm on Gran Canaria. NGOs, including Compassion in World Farming and Greenpeace Spain, have joined forces to send a letter to the Canary Islands government urging them to reject a planning application by the company Nueva Pescanova to build an octopus farm in the port of Las Palmas. The letter explains that allowing the farm to go ahead would cause animal cruelty, environmental damage and may negatively impact the island's communities and tourist trade. That's the latest from TRE. I'm Bob James.